Right, hello wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and we're getting busy here in 2016. Already, we got 15 events on the calendar in January, and I've already got events on the calendar for 2017. Speaking of events, we got a South African cruise. And who walks in the door? A new supplier with South African wines. I said, how timely is that? We need to put on a South African tasting in order to expose some of our wine-drinking people to some of these wines and to sell this trip because it's going to be a great time. Let me tell you, I've been looking forward to visiting South Africa for a very long time. Everyone I've talked to that's been there says it is one of the most beautiful places on earth. In terms of the scenery, the wines, well, unfortunately, we've had a lot of bad wine from South Africa here in the U.S. The best stuff these guys sell there. They drink it themselves. There's a thriving tourist business there in the wine country. So a lot of the smaller producers you don't even see here in the U.S. These guys, new to me, first time they've ever walked in the door, this distributing company. And like I said, man, I've never heard of these South African wines. Some of them, though, very good. This Boschkloof Syrah, Boschkloof. That's how you say it. And this is from Stellenbosch, and it's a 25-hectare estate run by Renan and Jacques Boorman. And this wine's kind of really old world. A lot of South African wines are. They have more of an earthy kind of character to them, which are more like the wines from Bordeaux and from the old world. They're not as fruit forward, and a lot of people in this country like more fruity wines. So another reason why South Africa maybe not quite as popular, but this one, reminiscent of a Northern Rhone here, really lovely wild animal, dried meat, herbs, flowers, scorched earth-like quality, really rich and layered on the tongue with that smooth, silky texture you get from Syrah, and a little bit of that animal and spice lasting through the finish, as well as a little bit of a pepperiness there showing up on the second day. An excellent bottle of wine. The best wine of the day for me, the first one, sometimes it happens like that, the Boschkloof Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot blend, which is a 60-40 Cab Merlot blend, and a lovely bouquet of cigar wrapper, kind of loamy, earthy notes, currants and cedar, red plum, a little bit of a barnyard kind of funk going on there, a little coffee, kind of Bordeaux-like a little bit. Very balanced, though. Lovely freshness at the end, that mocha lasting through the finish, hint of peppery spice, and a little bit of that James Brown at the end, too. Very good juice. $15. I mean, priced really reasonably, as is the blend Bot River, which this is from the Walker Bay area. I've never heard of Bot River before, but it's a Bordeaux-style blend consisting of Cab Franc, Petit Verdot, Malbec, and Merlot. Old world style here as well. You get a little bell pepper, menthol, tobacco, a little bit of that fresh earth to the plum and currant berry fruit. Nice balance here, a little that zesty spice and some nice freshness at the end. That tobacco and pepper notes. Very good little wine at $20.25. And then a wine finally we've heard of, Avontuur, which guy that used to just do South African wines, sold this wine to me, different company, 15 years ago when I bought the store, and the Chenin Blanc from them I thought was amazing. They don't carry it. They have the Sauvignon Blanc Reserve here, Sarabande, but this wine has got a beautiful bouquet of ripe melon, pink grapefruit, Jolly Rancher candy-like fruit, a hint of a sweet grassiness and kind of a salty minerally note. Really nice richness on the tongue. This wine's got a lovely creamy texture, bright acidity, that candied pink grapefruit-like savory quality on the finish, and tongue-tingly minerally notes. Excellent juice. I take it back. That may have been the best wine of the tasting. That and the Syrah, definitely. Because this last train wreck white was a little bit sweet for me, man. Chenin Blanc, Chardonnay, and Verdejo. And kind of had a note of candied fruits, white flowers, and just really juicy on the tongue. A little on the sweet side, like fruit cocktail-y. Real crowd pleaser. A lot of people like that kind of thing. But for $24, I'm putting my money on the Reserve Sauvignon Blanc at $19.50 and the Syrah on this flight. Some pretty good stuff from South Africa. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.